A second trailer for the 2019 remake of Stephen King's Pet Sematary just dropped today, and oh boy was it a doozy. From dead cats to dead kids to a whole bunch of jump scares, they did not hold back with this trailer, and I think it's safe to say we're all pretty happy about it. So today on Top 5 Scary Videos, we're bringing you everything you missed in the Pet Sematary trailer. Let's jump in. To begin, it's clear that the filmmakers have deviated majorly from Stephen King's original text, and though the book is pure brilliance, the change looks like it pays off. The trailer opens with Ellie Creed taking a jaunt through the woods. The family have recently moved to Maine from Boston, and their house is located in an expanse of woods. As we know, that's never a good start. In voiceover, we hear the mother say, "Ellie discovered a charming little landmark." The landmark being the Pet Sematary, a burial ground for local pets, most of whom died on the road in front of the Creed household. In King's novel, Ellie's visit to the pet graveyard is her first brush with death, and it instantly triggers fear within her, the main fear being that her cat Church will eventually die too. Another departure from the book is the relationship between Ellie and the family's neighbour Judd Crandall. In the book, the two are friendly, but the film seems to take that relationship to a whole new level, showing that Judd has enchanted the child, taking her under his wing. Judd is also the character that seems to have the most knowledge on the cemetery, stating, "The whole town's been using this place for generations. Folks make kind of a ritual out of it." As he's saying this, we get introduced to a group of creepy kids in spooky animal masks, wandering into the woods. Another deviation from the book, as the kids are never mentioned in the original text. Lewis, played by Jason Clarke, tells Judd, I quote, "I saw these carved in the trees up there. These being spirals, which also play a big part in King's original novel." He points out how the cemetery itself is laid out in the shape of the spiral, as is the Native American burial ground beyond that. Judd goes on to state, "Local tribes carved them before they fled. They feared the place. There's something up there, something that dates way back. Those woods belong to something else, something that brings things back." Now this brings about two massive points, the Wendigo and Church. The Wendigo was taken directly out of King's novel, but was never mentioned in the 1989 film. In the trailer we get to see a drawing of the creature, as well as both characters hearing something large moving about in the woods, perhaps the Wendigo. Enter Church, strutting down the street looking as though he's seen better days. In the original text, Church is hit by a truck, before Judd and Lewis take him to the burial site to be put to rest. Next thing we know, Church is back. Now, up to this point, the trailer has been staying true to the original text, but here is where it majorly deviates, and spoiler alert. Anyone who has read the original text or watched the 1989 film will know that Gage Creed, the younger brother, gets hit by a truck and killed, causing Lewis to bury him in the cemetery, thus bringing him back to life. This isn't exactly what goes down in the trailer though. Instead, it appears that Ellie is the one that gets struck by the truck instead of her brother. Now, we know what comes next. Judd says in a voiceover as Lewis heads to the graveyard with a shovel, I quote, "I know what you're thinking of doing, but they don't come back the same." And that they don't. The next thing we see is Lewis mourning his daughter, as she slowly approaches him from behind. The fact that they revealed all of this in the trailer is a huge surprise. Another way in which they deviate from the novel and film is Rachel's discovery. In the original text, Rachel is completely unaware of the resurrection, and is sent away to Chicago as Lewis hatches his plan. However, in the trailer, Lewis just straight up shows her, saying to Rachel, "Hug your daughter." Next, fans of the original text and film will be excited. We get our first glimpse of Zelda, Rachel's dead sister who haunts her memories. Zelda died of spinal meningitis, and her part in the 1989 film is arguably still the scariest. Last but not least, the most iconic moment from the 1989 film made it into the trailer. Ellie, wearing one of the spooky animal masks, attacks Judd, slicing his Achilles tendon. Yikes, no thank you. Well, what are your thoughts on the most recent trailer? Are you excited for the release of Pet Sematary on April 5th of this year, or will you just rewatch the 1989 film instead? Leave us all your thoughts and feelings in the comments down below. If you haven't already, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another scary vid. Until next time, see you later.